Billy Nelson right there with him on his bumper. He's got a better line on entry. Johnson a little tight right through the apex of the corner, but he's good enough to hold him off down the back straightaway. Opens up the gap just a little bit. Watch these guys who turns 3 and 4. One more time. It is Billy Nelson right down in the gutter, and it's the middle groove that Nicholas Johnson is using to keep the momentum up.
Man, there's action everywhere, Corey.
They're 3 wide at a turn 4 onto the main straightaway. Wayne Dotson was in the middle of that group, kind of backed out of the throttle. Oh, Dotson into the back of the 81.
A Greg Mann.
Yeah, those guys were slip sliding into each other for about the past 6 laps.
The caution is out. Man in the 81 had a little contact with the 74 of Dotson, turned him around a little bit. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the 5, and sure enough, he's got Justin Dunn's nose piece stuck into the back bumper. Wonder if
there's a flat left rear on the 81 of Greg Mann. He's going to make his way off.
Yeah, I wonder if Justin Dunn's going to go over there and try to take that back from him. Give me back my nose. Now, I got a question for you, Corey. With that hanging off the back of the 5, if it comes off of the 5, do they charge and it brings out a caution, do they give that to the 5 or the 14J?
I don't think you really charge anybody with the caution in that case.
I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying that
you would charge the caution to debris.
Yeah.
There you go.
General.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Nolan.
Look, he answered your question. He's taking it to the pits.
And he goes, no, Justin, you can't have the nose back. I'm taking it home. They're going to go pull it off right now.
He's a souvenir junkie.
There you go. I think Germ flashed a $20 bill, said, I want it for the man cave.
I think he did. He's sitting over there somewhere.
Yeah. He told his crew members, hey, get that for me. I want it for the man cave.
Bring it to the pits, please.
You know, Germ got something special today, or Thursday, Corey, for Brian and him for their man cave. They got a 2014 Tony Toast late model diecast.
Very cool.
He was excited about it, let me tell you.
Yeah, he was. He looked like
he sent me a picture of it.
He looked like a 10-year-old kid.
Nope, drone down. Nope, drone's up.
Yep. I saw on one of their posts that they were doing their live video that they had a Steve Drake one. And I had the Tony Toast one. I'm like, wait, they need to double up on that fun one. So I paid it forward and gave them the Tony Toast one so it had a good place because I figured my 15-year-old son would probably tear it up if he saw it.
He say, I'm going to take the hammer to it, Dad.
Yeah. You said hammer down? Watch this.
Ed Waldrop down there on the infield. He's flying the Moxie Skycam here at the Bud Nationals. He's got the drone on the ground, a quick battery change. He'll get it back up before we go back to racing.
All right, Nolan back on the track. Crawford back on the track. They'll tag the back of the longest line.
Okay. Nolan had the front nose piece of Justin Dunn. He comes back on the track, and now he's even got nothing on the right side or on the left side either.
Yeah, the whole door is gone. The whole left side of the car is
gone.
He's
like, I took off the nose, not from the nose back. But I guess he saw Kevin Johnson with that yesterday come out and do a great job in the sport mod. He figured he'd try the same strategery.
That's your alarm there, bud.
Time to wake up, Ryan.
That wasn't an alarm. That was a bomb. The bomb's about to go off, boys.
Oh, it's been going off on the H&S Body Works. These guys are battling it out, bumping and banging. They're going to war right now.
A little activity there before the race. Look at Scruggs putting a bumper on the back of the 28 of Brian Brown. Kind of letting him know, hey, bud, I'm here. Little mental games under caution. Get him thinking about one thing so you can do another. Here we go at a turn 4. Green flag out and waving. Nicholas Johnson leads the field down the front stretch. Oh, Scruggs to the high side, off the pace at the top of turn number 2.
Right front flat.
He was the one putting the bumper on the 28 of Brown. Caution is out one more time here on lap number 12.
See, Brown's sneaky. He probably threw out a couple tacks out the back. I was like, all right, I got you. Quit bumping me in the back. Tire goes down for the 91X of Scruggs. That could have been a combination of a whole lot of things. bumping and banging with 4 or 5 different cars. But down goes that tire, and
he'll make his way to the hot pit. Get that right front change and start at the back of the pack.
While we got a little time, Corey, let's go through the field here. Right now on the point, the 1N of Nicholas Johnson. Second place is going to be the 11N of Billy Nelson. Third, you've got Jacob Jones in the 81X. Fourth, you've got the 48X of Austin Manzella.
Then we pick up the 28 of Brian Brown out of San Diego. And right behind him, the X out of San Jose is Rob Gallagher. Then the 11 of Cody Johnson right there.
And then you've got the 12 of Chris Fritz, the 14 of Justin Gitterdun, and the 10 of Trevor Baker.
Then we pick up the 52X of the Bakersfield Bullet, Nick Spainhauer, the 74 Wayne Dotson, the 52 of Perry Alderman, and the 114 of Rich Dimon, and the 17.
Back under racing conditions, green flag is out for Nicholas Johnson. He is very good on these restarts. That young man has got a great foot. Real good throttle control on that 1N. Nicholas Johnson smooth through turns 3 and 4. He's going to bring us a lap number 13. Look at that battle for the number 3 spot. The 48X of Manzella inside the number 81.
Jake Jones on the high side of Austin Manzella.
Austin Manzella now starting to move. He takes that 3rd spot away at the start-finish line.
Well, here comes that X of Rob Gallagher. Boy, he is on the move, too.
And he's pulling the 11 of Cody Johnson with him. Cody Johnson won the B feature. Made his way all the way inside the top 10, looking for top 5.
Nicholas Johnson is driving the strangest line up front. He's just kind of using that middle groove, kind of easing his way through the car. Not particularly the fastest car on the track, but the smoothest car on the track through the turns. It's all about momentum, and he's doing a great job of driving, holding down the point.
Yes, he is, Corey, because he's keeping that gap between him and that second-place car.
You know, he's running something very similar to what a lot of the asphalt drivers do in the car. They'll let off early, let the car roll through the turn, and then just ease back on the throttle.
Well, he's got his hands full now because the 48X of Manzella is really starting to move. He is reeling him in and showing some color. Yeah, Manzella may be the fastest car on the track at this point.
Yeah, he's turned the heat up, let me tell you. Manzella has made the big moves.
Well, that's one of the things, starting back in the back. If you can just get through the calamity, you can move up gradually. Nicholas Johnson's been up front since the beginning. He's had to be hammered down to keep that spot. He might have used up some more stuff than what Manzella has on them tires.
To watch his throttle control in the 1N, he's not buzzing the tires. In fact, that car truly doesn't look like it's doing a whole bunch right now. It looks like he's saving the car for the second half of the race.
It could be. You know, he was out there early putting on some heavy-duty laps. Then he realized, got into his groove, kind of lightened up a little bit on it, and said, you know what, I got to pace myself. We got 30 laps, not 3.
Yellow's that.
Caution is out here on lap
debris
number 19.
Right there underneath the RPM collision sign on the back straightaway.
Large piece of debris, and I believe that's off the 12 car. The right rear quarter panel.
Or the
I think it's off the 81 car. His left quarter panel. No?
Could be.
It looks black to me.
Might be that nose piece of Fritz.
It's a large piece of debris. We know that.
It's off Chris Fritz's car.
Yeah, it's that right front nose piece that was hanging up looking like the handlebar mustache. It finally snapped off.
And that's where it's from.
We are 19 laps down, 11 to go. Your leader, Nicholas Johnson.
It's his quarter panel is what it is.
It could be anything from that car because there's not much left of it.
Well, they just pointed the flag at him for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there or what took place, but I know the truck's off the track. Lights are out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back to green, and they're not wasting no time.
Keeping the show rolling like they do so well here at the Budweiser Nationals. So you look at Nicholas Johnson on the restart. The car looks so much faster than what he does when he gets into a groove. Here comes Manzella on the bottom, showing some color through turns 1 and 2.
Brown
and look
bumping
at
and banging
Nicholas Johnson drive away
Jake
from
Jones
him.
got something wrong. He's slowing down in the back straightaway.
Blown tire. Tire gone down on that
flat
one.
tires, what I'm hearing on the radio.
Looks like he made contact with
Brian
the
Brown.
28 of Brown, and it cut that tire.
And Brown's got some damage to that right rear.
He stopped in turn 4.
Brian Brown now making a bid for the third spot. He's going to take it into turn number 3.
That's
Caution
unfortunate
is
for
out.
Jake Jones.
Brown's got a lot of right rear damage on that car. Hopefully it don't affect the tire.
It looks like it's all folded in away from the tire, which is a good thing, but unfortunate for those guys up towards the front. That just knocks out one more front runner that moves Cody Johnson in the 11 that much closer. And Cody Johnson, the 2018 track champion here, knows his way around this track, much like his brother, Nicholas Johnson.
20 laps down, 10 to go.
Yep, 10 to go. It's like I said, we'll see who the smart guy is.
We'll
and who can
find
make
out.
it to the end. Is it going to be Nicholas Johnson? Is it going to be the 48X of Austin Manzella? Is it going to be the 11N of Billy Nelson? Is it going to be the 28 of Brian Brown? Or is it going to be the X of Rob Gallagher? Or could it be the 11 of Cody Johnson, the 12 of Chris Fritz, or the 14J of Justin Dunn? Who can it be? Who will it be? Who will pick up the Budweiser guitar tonight here for this night number 2 of the Hobby Stocks?
It can literally be anybody from about first to maybe the end of the field. I mean, I'm looking at cars that finish 1, 2, or 3 throughout the season here, not to mention ones that have finished, track champions at other tracks.
Exactly.
That are back in the double-digit number of positions right now.
Well, I'm going to watch Nicholas Johnson on this restart. He has been a master on these things tonight.
And what he's going to have to focus on is not letting that car behind him mess up his concentration.
Protect that bottom line in the first lap.
Bottom, yes.
Get your advantage out of the turn. Get a 3-car advantage or 2-car
Look at
advantage
how
out of
slow he's doing this one right now.
He's holding a very slow pace on the top of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. We'll see what he does down here on the back end of the racetrack, 3 and 4.
Definite parade lap right here.
Very
Corey.
high line
Trying
on the
to
entry.
put everybody to sleep.
He's going to turn the wheel sharp and run down the hill. He does. There he goes. Great restart for Nicholas Johnson. Look at he just took off and launched out of turn 4.
Austin Manzella got caught sleeping just a little bit on that restart.
Ooh, a little discussion between Brian Brown and the 11. And there goes the 12 of Fritz. He loops it out, makes contact with the 11 of Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson did a good job of driving. He saw it coming, jumped to the high side, kept on the throttle, and drove out of it.
Yeah, we've seen those slide jobs out here this weekend not come to fruition, and that was one of them.
21 down.
Brian Brown is on the move right now. That number 28, he is flying around the track, reeling in the leaders.
Here comes Gallagher right now on the outside of Brown. A little bit of contact.
Gallagher ran out of real estate on the high side, had to force his way up there to Brown.
That
Gave
is
him a
the
little
battle.
bump and run.
That's the battle for third between Brown and Gallagher. They're side by side into turn number 1. Good race for the third position. Up front, it is Nicholas Johnson trying to hold off Austin Manzella. 23 laps down, 7 to go.
Manzella drives it hard into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact as they exit turn 4. He'll pull that car up on the high side.
The ex of Gallagher on the high side making the pass up into the third spot.
Manzella tries it one more time as they enter the apex of 3 and 4.
25 laps down this time around. 25 down, 5 to go for your leader, Nicholas Johnson. Gallagher has found a line on the upside of the racetrack, the middle groove up. He has been working that X car, and he is reeling these guys in. He's looking very good. He could be dangerous here in the closing laps.
Yeah, if he can keep that nose face forward and that power to the ground, he can catch those two that are giving each other little bumper nudges back and forth.
Manzella, I'm telling you right now, starting to show his hand as he had a bumper on Nicholas Johnson all the way through turns 1 and 2 last time around. He is putting the pressure on the young man in the number 1 in.
I'll tell you, he's probably making him think twice right now. His mind is just mind-boggled because Mazzella right there all over the bumper of that one end of Nicholas Johnson.
28 laps down this time around, 28 down, 2 to go. Nicholas Johnson now